Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So if you've not watched before, I'm Emma and my partner's name is Richard. He's just outside at the moment in his off-grid workshop. So today I have never made bread before. I know I live off-grid, but I've never made bread before. So I thought today we'll all do it together. So today I'm going to be making bread. I don't have no mains hookup. I don't have any gas lines, and I don't have any water lines, so we are self-sufficient, but we only do have a small grid system. What we use at the moment, we haven't got a big system, so it's not like anyone else's where they're quite big. So today we are going to be making bread, like I said. So in this bowl here I have 2 cups of flour. I will be putting all the recipes and everything I'm using in the description for you all. So today I will be making my off-grid bread off-grid. So I will be using my solar system. So we have a solar system at the minute. It's only a small off-grid one. So we've only got a 2000 watt inverter, and my air fryer is only running 1700 watts, which for me is brilliant. But if anyone wants to know a little bit more about our off-grid system, just drop a comment in below and we will definitely do a little video for you or ask some questions. Whatever you prefer, just drop it in the questions below, the comments below, and it'd be really helpful if you find this video interesting at all. So let's go back to bread making. So I have not done this. I know I've said that. I do apologise. But here is 2 cups of flour. Here's 150 mils of water. I've already added the sugar. It is dissolved, and that is to activate my yeast. I brought the wrong yeast. So then I need a tablespoon of my activating yeast. So I will be dropping that in there like so. And it says give it a quick mix. I will put the lid on because I know full well I will end up making a mess if not. So then we give it a quick swirl this side. And then I do have to leave this for 10 minutes to actually turn into yeast. So I'll just give it a quick swirl around, make sure that everything looks all right. I'm not sure if it does, but here we go. So I will be covering that just for a minute. I've got a clean tea towel here. I'll just pop that over the top and leave that to do for 10 minutes. So if I set a timer, 1 second, otherwise I will forget. So that is 10 minutes set, and hopefully I will see you back in a few minutes. There we go. So yeah, the 10 minutes for the yeast, that is done now. Let's just have a little look. And they say give it another swirl again. So I'm swirling it around, as you can see. Oh, that does look good. And in the 2 cups of flour, I need to add a tablespoon of salt. I am using sea salt. That's just because it was easy and it was in my hand. Any salt will do. Just give me a minute. I'm trying to get it out. And I haven't done this over the flour just in case, because I have made a mess. So there is a tablespoon. So at the minute we've had a tablespoon of sugar to put into the water to activate my yeast. If you haven't got activating yeast, then you don't need to do that. Also, I've added a tablespoon of yeast into it. I've let that set for 10 minutes. So now that is ready to go. And then I'm just going to swirl round the salt into the plain flour, just so that it's got just mixed up a little bit. And then I'm going to add my yeast to it. So here we go. Let's see how we get on. And that's the yeast in there. This is going to be a quite sloppy bread, so I am using a spatula. I'm not going to put my hands in it until later. And then we just mix it all together. And try and get all the dry flour in. I don't know if you can see that, but it is turning a little bit more bready, I think. Why I'm stirring this, I should turn on my air fryer, because I seen a little cheat the other day about if you preheat your air fryer, the proof time goes down. So let's see if that's actually genuine. So yeah, let's turn it on. I need to put it on bake mode, so I'm going to put it on bake mode. That's one more, that's bake mode. At 160, I will turn that up just a touch. I'll also turn the timer right down because I'm only preheating it. So, and an air fryer is a lot quicker than an oven. So say 4 minutes. Start. Let that get to temperature. Oh, and she is actually turning lovely, I think. You can see I've actually got somewhat of a ball. I've got bread. Wow! Well, I hope so anyway. We'll see when it turns out. So that is all mixed up. I will have to wait for my air fryer for a whole minute. We'll just let that sit on the side for a few seconds to let the yeast activate. Normally they do say let it activate for about an hour. The one what I witnessed, well, the one what I seen on YouTube, they said that they put it in the air fryer and they're half their time. So we can only bit try and see how we get on. So the air fryer is running at the minute. That's all running off my inverter. So yeah, that was 2000 watts inverter, and this is a 1700 watt air fryer. So I am running it off grid, which is brilliant. I don't have to have them bills that everyone else has. I hope everybody else who's living off grid in this last cold stint have kept warm, because it has dropped so cold. Certain areas as well, when you're out of towns and stuff like that, you get so cold. If you're in a little dip, you get frosted more. It's crazy. So I hope you all kept warm, because I know my heating has not been off. I have to keep it warm. I want to be warm. Richard's even got one in his unit to make sure he's warm. So I do hope and pray that all of you are okay and you enjoyed the coldness without being freezing, and enjoy it. So my air fryer has just got to temperature. So I'm just going to have a little look. She does seem quite bready, I think. I'm not sure. Bear with me. So I'm just going to place it in the air fryer, because now it's like a warm bath in there. Don't need to turn it on. It'll keep it. It's trying to bake it. I think it's trying to prove it quicker. So I have set a 30-minute timer. Supposedly that's all I need, and it would have rose, but I will be checking on it in 20 minutes just to have a look, see if it's hit the top of the air fryer. In fact, I might actually put a bit of cloth over the top, a bit of clean baking greaseproof paper. Just so that if it does go to near the top, it's not going to go near my heating element, the fan at the top. I don't really want to be pulling dough off of that. Not really. So if I just place this over the top, hopefully that will stop any mess that decides as if it'll go in right. Let's just try putting that around here, like that. That's not going to work. Let's just take that off. There we go. That was an experience, wasn't it? So yes, I'm going to leave it for 30 minutes, like I said. So hopefully in 30 minutes we'll have a little bit bigger, but I will be checking on it in 20 minutes. I will show you the effects after 20 minutes and see if it has actually done anything, see if it has actually helped the proving time. So yeah, brilliant. So I'll see you soon. So while that's proving, we've still got another 24 minutes on that. So while that's proving, I just thought I'd go into a little bit more of living off grid and stuff like that, so you get a little bit more knowledge, I suppose, from the channel. So we have 280 amp hour lithium ion eco-worthy batteries. We've got 2 of them. We've also got an inverter, which is 2000 watts, which is running the air fryer that I mentioned. But it also runs all the lighting, charging equipment, everything else that you need, your DeWalt's charging, because obviously my partner, he's off grid, so everything needs to be charged off grid. So with the sun at the minute, we are using solar panels at the minute, which is good, to be fair. I like it. Obviously in winter in the UK you don't really get much sun, but there's nothing you can do about that. But we have just had a really cold stint at the moment, and I do hope all the fellow off-gridders out there are keeping warm, if it's with a fire, if it's with 12-volt heating, diesel heating, if it's any sort of heating, just keeping warm and making sure that you're okay, and just check in and make sure that you're okay with others as well. So yes, so our off-grid system runs absolutely everything. I can't wait to see how my bread turns out in my air fryer that's been totally free of power. I haven't had to plug into grid. I haven't had to... the next breads, actually, I was going to say about living off grid as well, is when you find different breads that you want to try. So obviously I'm new to this. So for me, learning, I think I made pizza when I was a kid at school. I've not done it since. So for me, this is a whole new experience. I've never actually made bread, especially not bread. It's no knead bread, so I shouldn't have to be beating it. I wouldn't mind trying a bit of kneaded bread, get the muscles going, get the heart rate going. But the next ones I think I might be trying is definitely a naan. I wouldn't mind trying a naan, and I also wouldn't mind trying a pita bread. There's also a bread that has only got 2 ingredients, so I will be using that, definitely. I'll be trying that one. You'll see that one. That was like the woman described it as a biscuit bread or a bread brisket. I'm not actually sure, but I would like to try that one as well, because I've not tried it, so it'll be a new experience. It's a new experience for me and for Richard. So instead of buying all this stuff from the supermarket, I'm going to start trying to make it from home so that we don't have to. The only thing you need really is flour. If you've got not plain flour, or if you haven't, you've got self-rising flour. You only need a few ingredients. It's scary, like salt. You've normally got salt in. Sugar, you've got sugar in. Like, people don't actually class them as ingredients, but they actually are, aren't they? We're putting a tablespoon of each in, the yeast and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll be trying all different new types of breads. Hopefully you'll like it and you'll give me a like and see if this is what you want to see. Like, this is how we do off grid. So meals and stuff like that, hopefully I'll be putting in a few different meal types that we're going to be doing. I wouldn't mind trying different recipes in my air fryer. It's quick, it's simple. It doesn't mean turning on your gas or anything like that. It's just a different way of cooking. And I do think that the way of cooking, if we have a induction hob, I will be doing a test run on that, because that one was crazy. I normally boil potatoes on the hob, which everyone knows. You peel, you put them in boiling water, you put them on the hob. You need 20 minutes. So the other day we didn't run out of gas. It was that cold that the gas froze. So we had to find other means, which obviously we have, because I am going to sneeze. Well, edit that out. So where was I? The gas. Yeah, so the gas froze. So we needed to get the induction hob out, which was a bonus because we had it. Start that again. That bit will be edited. Oh, so yes, sorry. Right back to it. So yes, the gas froze. So after that, we had used the induction hob, which I've not used to do potatoes and stuff like that. I've cooked bacon and stuff in it and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it was quick. But potatoes, it was shocking. I think I less than halved the cooking time. I'll have to do a comparison on a video if people want to see it. But yeah, of cooking on the hob, of doing mashed potato and cooking it in the induction hob. So, which, yes, definitely, I'll definitely be doing a video on that. That was quite shocking. And hopefully you'll be seeing me do a lot more new stuff. And it's all new to me. I've never done this before. So stick with me. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it right or doing it wrong. But hey ho, we're here. We're trying. Let's have a go. So that has had the 30 minutes. Let's have a little look, see what she looks like. Oh, wow. I'll show you in just a second. But the size of that. and it has actually like doubled in size. Crazy. Oh, excited times. So then I'm taking it out of here. Just trying to scrape it round. And then I've got my little baster. I am putting greaseproof paper in my air fryer tray just so that it doesn't stick. I don't know what it's going to be like. So just a dribble of that in there. And put the lid back on. Put that there. And then just give it a quick around the edges and stuff like that, just so that it doesn't stick anymore. For that though, I am going to preheat my oven. So I'm going to preheat it to full temperature at bake mode. So bake mode again. And mine on my air fryer is a picture of a cake. I will turn up the temperature because I want it hot when I put my cake in there. So that is 200, and I will just put it on for 4 minutes just to get it warm. And while that is doing it, I'm going to pop this mixture into in fact, let's have a little look. She is still a bit sticky. Let's drop her in there. This is a rustic bread, by the way, so it isn't going to look like a... Well, I don't know, actually. I've never done it before, so I don't know what it's going to turn out like. Just make sure you get all of it there. And then all out the bowl. And put my bowl there for a whole minute. And then while the air fryer is just getting warm, I might just cover it for a whole minute, like the couple of minutes that it's there. So that is in a little tray. There we go. I don't think it's going to be as big as my tray, which is a shame. Just place that over there for the... How many have we got? We've got 3 minutes left. So, yeah, we're going to preheat it just so that the oven can get hot and hold its heat, hopefully. I might pop it back in there for 5 minutes to let it rest once it gets there. And then at least then the proving time has gone to 35 minutes instead of over an hour and a half. So fingers crossed, I should get a nice soft fluffy bread. We'll find out, hopefully. So I will be back in a couple of moments. So the air fryer has just got to temperature. It's all done and ready. So if I turn that back on, go back onto bake mode because I do prefer it on bake mode. And turn it up to 180 because the recipe says 180. I'm going to take the cover off, put that back over there, and as you can see, she's not filled the whole pan, but she's not done too bad. And if I've got a little bit there, just slap that on like that. Oh, and I am going to trim the paper from around the air fryer for when it goes in because of the fan at the top, or just so that it doesn't suck it up. Just take the extra bits off. I know you're probably thinking what a waste, but at least then I'll have one the right size for the next time I do a bread, which hopefully will be soon. In fact, I think my next one definitely will be pitters. I think I might try pitters. Not done it before, so it'll be another experience. I hope you all want to join me. So I'm just going to open my air fryer, pop it into the air fryer, turn it on. Oh, I went past it. Let's go back again. And that's the air fryer. So 180 for 20 minutes, she said. So there's 20 minutes. Press play. And hopefully, when you see me soon, I will... Well, it will be bread, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If anybody else knows of any dinners or breads or anything that are quick and simple, drop me a comment, please, and let me know what your ingredients are and what your take on, is it? Especially on air fryers and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind trying an egg one next. I was going to put my rubber tray in and drop 3 eggs in, salt and pepper and everything, but you'll see that everything. So I'll be doing them ones next, I think, as a quick little easy meal to do. So, but if anyone else knows of any recipes that they use off-grid or not off-grid that are quick and simple, drop me a message, drop me a comment. It's all nice to know, and it would be nice to see if I can actually do it the way you lot do it. So exciting times, people. We have 1 minute to go, and let's see if this bread looks like bread. I have got my thermometer at the ready, just to make sure it's cooked all the way through. I have seen people, when they pull it out, if it looks a bit doughy, they cook it a little bit longer. So I am going to probe it, make sure it's at 190, make sure it's cooked all the way through. Fingers crossed, we'll be making bread for the first time off-grid in my off-grid life. Crazy times. And now it's turning off. Ooh. Let's have a little look. So I'm just going to use my tea towel just so that I don't burn myself. And that is my finished product. I'll just probe it and see what it's like. So turn on. And it is a bit tough at the minute, but that's because it's not actually dried. It's not actually oh, we're only at 141, 142, 161. We are going up slowly. 174, 184, 190. So we are cooked. Let's pull out. Oh, and there's nothing on the end. Turn that off. And then hopefully, oh, look, this is why I use the greaseproof paper. Because that is so much easier. I'll just pop that pan back in the air fryer for a moment, just to keep it out of the way. So, there's my bread. Here's not a bad size. Let's just have a look at the bottom. Oh, and the bottom feels soft. Right, I am going to let that cool down. They say let it cool down for at least half an hour. Well, technically, you need a little bit longer, but I know me and Richard are very eager to try this bread. We've never, so fingers crossed, it should taste good. I'll see you in a second. So while that is cooling, I also wanted to say that me and my partner Richard are thinking about making our own butter. So I'm going to try making that as well. You'll be with us, hopefully, to be watching us make that for the first time. So yeah, we're making our own butter to try with our homemade bread, which will be fantastic. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you will be with us. If anyone else knows of any like stuff to make at home or anything like that, what's easier and more healthier to make at home than buy out of a supermarket, just drop it in the comments. Anything like bread or cakes or banana breads and different types of stuff, pittas, naans, anything like that. Well, anything really, any type of meal. It'd be quite easy, but it'd be quite nice to find out what everyone else tries when they're living off grid or when they're not off grid, but they're using an air fryer at home. But we are off grid, so I will let that cool and I will get back to you when we are trying the bread. So I have left that rest, but I haven't let it rest a long while, but I'm way too excited. I can't wait to try it. So that's my bread. Let me know in the comments if you think I should have done something differently. I'm just going to cut it open now, see what it's like. Oh, she cuts like butter. Oh, just a little bit further down there. Oh, wow. Oh wow, I'm dead excited. Look at that. Like the steam still coming off of it, but oh my god, I've made fluffy bread. First time. Let's try a little taster. I say little piece, it's done a whole big slab there. Let's have a little, and look, it's so buoyant. It is still warm though. Oh wow. Definitely. And I can't wait to add my own butter. That is tasty. I have to say, really, really good. Sorry, that was probably with my mouth full as well. But I have to say, first time I'm making bread, I don't think I did too bad. Drop me a comment if you think I should have done something differently or anything else. And what did you think about the proving in the air fryer? Did you think it worked or did you think it not work? For the first time of cooking bread and the first time of cooking bread in the air fryer and off grid and using my own power, I have to say, I can't complain. 20 minutes in the air fryer at 180. Absolutely brilliant. Make your own bread, people. And we'll see you next time.